Hello everyone. Today we will discuss frog reproductive system. Frog reproductive system. First one, the frog male and female frogs are the separate. Male organism and female organisms are the separated. First one, a male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. So they are the male reproductive system. Diagram of the male reproductive system. So they are the diagram of female reproductive system. First one, male reproductive system. First one, male reproductive system. First one. Male reproductive system. Frog male reproductive system. So the frog male reproductive system, it consists of a pair of yellowish and ovoid testis is present. The presenting on the a pair of yellowish and ovoid shaped testis is presenting. A pair of yellowish ovoid shaped testis is present. Next one, which are attached to the. So these testis are attached to the attached to the kidney and dorsal body wall. The testes are attached to the kidneys and dorsal body wall by the dorsal body wall by double folded up membrane called mesoarchium. So the see the diagram, just a rough diagram. For example, so these are the testes. These testes attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall. So they are the double folded membrane. So these are called as mesoarchium. So the testis attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall. Through the double folded membrane. So they are called as mesoarchium. Membrane is called as mesoarchium. Double folded peritoneum. Double folded peritoneum called as mesoarchium. So testis attached to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the walled by double folded peritoneum called as mesoarchium. Next one, testis contain a seminiferous tubules. Testis contain seminiferous tubules. So the testis contain numerous seminiferous tubules. So they are the seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules connecting through the 10 to 12 seminiferous tubules connecting 10 to 12 vasa efferentia. 10 to 12 vasa efferentia. So these are the seminiferous tubules. The seminiferous tubules presenting on the testis. The testis contain a numerous seminiferous tubules. The numerous seminiferous tubules connecting through the vasa efferentia. The vasa efferentia connecting vasa efferentia connecting kidney through the Bridger's canal, kidney through the Bridger's canal, through the Bridger's canal, Bridger's canal. So the vasa efferentia connecting the Bridger's canal through the kidneys. Kidneys contain a Bridger's canal. So the vasa efferentia connecting through the Bridger's canal. Next one. So the Bridger's canal connecting ureter. Bridger's canal connecting ureter. Bridger's canal connecting ureter. Ureter through the transverse canal, through the transverse canal, through the transverse canal. The Bridger's canals connecting from the ureter through the transverse canal. So the ureter is also called as urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct. Urinogenital duct. So this urinogenital duct opens into the cloaca. Opens into the cloaca. Opens into the cloaca. Bridger's canal opens into the cloaca. So these are the male reproductive system. Once revised. So the male reproductive system consists of a pair of yellow color ovoid shaped testes is presenting. So these testes attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall, attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the folded membrane is called as mesoartium. Is called as mesoartium. The kidneys attach, the testis attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the double folded membrane is called as peritoneum. The peritoneum membrane is called as mesoartium. Mesoartium. Next one, the testis contain numerous seminiferous tubules. Testis contain numerous seminiferous tubules. These seminiferous tubules connecting to the vasa efferentia. Connecting to the vasa efferentia. So the vasa efferentia number 10 to 12 in vasa efferentia. So this vasa efferentia connecting to the Bridger's canal of kidney. Vasa efferentia connecting to the Bridger's canal of kidney. So this vasa efferentia connecting to the ureter through the transverse canal. Through the transverse canal. So the urinogenital duct finally opens into the cloaca. Finally opens into the cloaca. So these are the male reproductive system. Male reproductive system. Next one, female reproductive system. Next one, female reproductive system. Next one, a female reproductive system. Next one, female reproductive system. The female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries. Next one, a pair of oviducts, and cloaca. Take it. The female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts and cloaca. So they are the female reproductive system. So this female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries. So these are the ovaries. Next one, a pair of oviducts. So they are the oviducts. Next one, cloaca, presenting on the cloaca. Next one, the ovaries. The ovaries attached kidney and dorsal body wall. The ovaries attached to the kidneys and dorsal body wall by a double folded peritoneum. By a double folded peritoneum. Double folded peritoneum called mesovarium. Mesovarium. Double folded membrane is called as a mesovarium. So the ovaries attach the kidneys and dorsal body wall. Ovaries attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the by a double folded peritoneum membrane is called as mesovarium. Is called as mesovarium. 2 marks question, very important. Mesovarium and mesoarchium. Mesoarchium and mesovarium. First one, mesoarchium. Mesoarchium means testis attached to the kidneys and dorsal body wall. Testis attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through a double folded membrane is called as mesoarchium. Second heading, mesovarium. Mesovarium means the ovaries attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the double folded membrane is called as mesovarium. Mesoarchium means testis attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall. Next one, mesovarium means ovaries attaching to the kidneys and dorsal body wall is called as mesovarium. Mesoarchium and mesovarium, very important 2 marks question. Next one, the ovaries. The ovaries have the ovaries do not have a functional connection of the kidneys. So the do not have a functional attachment. So the ovaries do not have a functional connection between the ovaries and kidneys. Do not have a functional connections. Next one, the oviducts. Next one, oviducts. Oviducts are the long white color. White color tubular structures. White color tubular structures. So the oviduct anterior side contain funnel like structure called ostia. So these are the oviduct. So the oviduct, the anterior side contain a funnel like cup like structure. So they are called as ostia. Next one, the oviduct posterior side contain a ovisacs. Oviduct posterior side contain posterior side contain ovisac. So these are the ovisacs. The oviduct posterior side contain a ovisac. So the ovisac opens into the cloaca. Ovisac opens into the cloaca. Oviduct opens into the cloaca. So these are the female reproductive system. So the ureter is separate. So the ureter and the oviduct is separate. Ureter only transfer from the urine. So the oviduct transfer from the ovums. Once revised. So the female reproductive system consists of a pair of ovaries, a pair of oviducts, and single cloaca is presenting. First one, ovaries. The ovaries attached to the kidneys and dorsal body wall through the double folded peritoneum membrane is called as mesovarium. Next one, the ovaries attached to the kidneys but do not functional connection. Next one, ovary. So the ovary is a white color long tubular structure. So this oviduct anterior side contain a cup like structure. Funnel like structure is called as ostia. So the posterior side contain a ovisacs. So these two ovisacs opens into the cloaca. So these are the female reproductive system. Next one, spawn and molt. Next one, a spawn and molt. Spawn and molt. Spawn and molt. First one, spawn. First one, spawn. The female frog, mass of eggs. Mass of eggs released by mass of eggs released by a female frog is called spawn. It's called spawn. So the mass of eggs released by the female frog is called as spawn. Mass of eggs released by the female frog is called as spawn. Next one, a molt. Second one, molt. Molt means mass of sperms. Mass of sperms released by male frog is called molt. Is called molt. So the mass of sperms released by male frog, mass of sperms released by male frog is called as molt. So they are the 2 marks, very important question. Spawn and molt. Spawn means mass of eggs released by the female frog is called as spawn. Next one, molt. Molt means mass of sperms released by the male frog is called as molt. 2 marks, very important. Mesovarium and mesoarchium, spawn and molt. Next one, development, frog development. Development. So the development is indirect development. Indirect development. Development is indirect development. Next one, fertilization. Fertilization, external fertilization. Fertilization occurring from the external fertilization. External fertilization means, so they are fertilization occurring from the water. Fertilization occurring from the water. So they are the external fertilization. Development is indirect development. So the indirect development is they present in the larva. The larva name is tadpole larva. So the tadpole larva is a gill breathing. So they are the gill respiration. And the tadpole larva is a herbivorous. So they are the herbivorous, gill breathing and herbivore. So the tadpole larva is gill breathing and herbivore animal, herbivore like. So they are the same equal to the fish like. So the tadpole larva is same life of the fish like life. So the tadpole larva is the same fish like. Next one, so the economical importance of the frogs. So the frogs are the useful in human beings because of, so they are the insectivorous animals. The frogs are the insectivorous animals. Insectivorous means, so they are eating from the insects. So the decreasing of the insect population. So they are the one of the use of the human beings. So the frogs are the insectivorous animals. Insectivorous animals means these are eating from the insect. So the insect population is decreases. Next one, some of the countries they eating to the frogs, frog thighs or muscular thighs. Frog muscular thighs are eating from the some countries like China and Japan countries. They eating from the frog thighs. So they are the economical importance from the decreasing of the insects because of the frogs eating from the insects. Next one, Japan and China countries eating from the frog thighs. So they are the frog reproduction and spawn and molt and economical importance.